So once we've been approved to teach, the first thing we do is we log in and we see the message, please complete profile. So we'll click here and that should bring us to our settings page and we start filling in our details. So for our username, we're going to put in Peter Orr, and then we can see that it's already populated our first and last name from our login details. So this will be visible to the public, and then we can see we've got mail, we don't put our phone number, our YouTube link is there. You also have to select your time zone, and you need to ensure you select the right time zone as your students are going to be coming from all over the world. So it's very important that your calendar is showing the correct time. And then we come to the booking before. This is quite important. So if you want to take a lesson an hour before the potential lesson, then you can click immediate. Or if you wanted to click maybe 12 hours beforehand or 24 hours, you can decide how soon before the lesson you want to take a booking. We click 12 hours, or maybe we'll click immediate. And then we click save, and oops, forgot to put in the country, so we'll go back to the country drop down, click the drop down, and we're going to select Ireland, so we just scroll down, there's Ireland, which we select, and then we click save changes. And so that brings us to our biography page. So there are 6 categories that we have to fill that are compulsory before the teachers list it, and the biography is one of them. So we'll put in here some information about what will be visible to the public. Maybe we can start off by saying, I enjoy teaching students of all levels and abilities. I've been playing banjo for 16 years and have been teaching online for 3 years. Please send me a message if you want to discuss any aspects of our lessons. So you should include in this any information that you think the student might want to hear, maybe what level you teach, what ability, and what instruments you're teaching, because this is going to be the first thing that the students see when they come onto the teachers. When they search for teachers, they're going to see your biography. And what we'll do also is we'll copy this, because we've got several languages on the site, so we can just paste this into our Japanese as well. So let's hope some of the Japanese people can speak a little bit of English if they're looking for lessons, and we'll just paste that there. And then we'll click Save Changes. And that'll bring us on to the next section, which is our calendar, our availability. So we'll click on Availability, and here's our calendar. So this is the general availability. So it depends on what days in the week or what hours of the week you want to pick. But let's say that you've got a fairly standard routine where you know that you're going to be free on Saturdays, maybe Saturdays 9 a.m. 10 o'clock. Okay, we'll do it from Saturday 9 to 12, and then maybe we'll do Saturday evenings as well. So we'll go 6 to 8 on Saturday evening, and then we'll click save, and from here we'll move on to our weekly schedule. So our weekly schedule is where we can add particular dates according to the calendar dates. So for example, we can see this is the weekend 17th to the 23rd. And if we were available on some extra hours for this week, we could mark them in here. Or if we weren't available for our usual hours, 9 to 11, we could exclude them. So if we just move on to the next week, January 24th, and maybe we can say we're available on Sunday mornings from 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 8 to 10 on Sunday morning. And we'll click save, and then that brings us back. So here we are, the 17th, we've nothing extra here, but on the week 24th, there's our extra hours that we've added in, and that's all available. We check our available calendar and see on our standard available hours that Sunday hours are not there. They're only there tied to the calendar dates. So we see the week of the 17th, there's nothing extra, and we'll go to the following week, and there's our Sunday hours. It's worth noting that the way our system works is we do 1 hour lesson, and then there's a half hour off after the lesson. So we can't do continuously 1 hour after the next. So every time a student books an hour, your calendar will be marked out for 1.5 hours. So of course, the lesson can overrun, or it gives you time to prepare for the lesson following. So bear in mind that if you select from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, then a student can book from 8 to 9, but they won't be able to book from 9 to 10, so they'll only be able to book a half hour lesson from 9:30 to 10. So you might want to consider that when you're selecting your dates here. It's probably worth considering to see if you can add an extra half an hour. So rather than doing from 8 to 10, you might want to do 8 to 10:30. That way you could take a lesson from 8 to 9, and then there'd be a half hour break, and then you could get the lesson from 9:30 to 10:30. Next, we come to the price section, and in the price section is where we find the enable trial lesson tick box. So if you tick this box, then you're allowing your students to have a free 1 hour trial lesson. Now, maybe music teachers don't particularly want to use this, but maybe it might be beneficial for a language teacher to use this, because if the student participates in the 1 hour trial and they enjoy your teaching methods, they'll probably book up for a longer course, and that can be reflected in the price afterwards. So, for example, if you're setting your hourly rate, you might set it at €35, and then maybe you'll set your bulk hourly rate at €30. So you're giving some incentive to the student to book a bulk package. So, for example, we offer our lessons in 1 hour lessons, or in 3 1 hour lessons, or in packs of 5 1 hour lessons, or in packs of 10 1 hour lessons. So you can offer whatever discount you think is appropriate. So for us, we're going to put in here single lesson rate. We're going to put in maybe €30 for 1 hour lesson, and then if a student purchases a bulk, we're going to put in €28. So if they'll book 3 lessons, we'll get 3 by 28. And then this teacher's a language teacher as well. He teaches music and language, so we can set in a different rate for the language, but actually we're going to use the same rate, 30 and 28. And then we'll just click save and we're done. So next we'll come to experience, and we can see from our language teacher we've got our certificate uploaded. That's all fine. And then we come to skills. Yeah, we're teaching music and language, and we want to fill in what we want to teach. So we're going to teach banjo. We'll tick that. And then maybe we can teach languages. We're a language teacher, so we're going to teach English as well. We've got a TOEFL certificate. And then we want to say that we teach Leaving Cert students, and maybe we also teach beginners level. Beginners, you can choose whatever, so beginner, upper beginner, intermediate, it's up to yourself. And then we can teach advanced, and then we teach teenagers and adults, and then we click save. And so next we'll just move on to the categories. We'll make sure we're in for the right categories. So we click there, and we can see we're down to teach music and language, and we speak Afrikaans, advanced, and English like a native. That's all fine. And then we come to payments. So in the payments, we put in our bank details, because this is where we're going to get paid. So we put in our bank name, where we're going to accept our payments from online lessons at Bank of Ireland. We'll just put in our address, Main Street, Drumshanbo. Let's click save. Oops, we've got to put in the account number and name. And then we click save again. Should all be okay. And next we click PayPal, so we can put in our PayPal details in case we want to get paid by PayPal. We also offer that option. So our PayPal address is peterryan@gmail.com. Click save. It's all fine. So we move on. Password, email. We can change our password and email address in our profile. And this is our cookie consent, so we can select which cookies we want to accept. So preferences or statistics, so all the cookies are there. We'll click save, and that's our profile all complete and up to date. We'll log out and we'll go to the home page, because you won't actually be able to see the home page while you're logged in. And then we'll go to find a teacher, and we'll click and we'll see there's Peter Ryan's listed. And just to be sure, we'll go and we'll select we want to learn banjo, and there's Peter Ryan is listed again. So you can change any aspect of your profile by logging into your dashboard and going to your settings and going to the relevant category or section or biography and update it as you see. As you evolve, you might feel that you want to put something different up there, and maybe you want to move on. Maybe you don't want to teach beginners or whatever. It's all very changeable, and you can do it at any time, and it's all under your control. If there is anything else that you want to know, or if there's any aspects of the platform that you're not sure about, please do drop us a line. You can contact us at support@onlinelessons.ie. That's support@onlinelessons.ie.